Margaret Josephs and Dorinda Medley's live show cancelled after rumored fallout. Bravo stars Dorinda Medley and Margaret Josephs had a good thing going with their live tour, Blonde Ambition, a real Housewives experience. However, their last event for the year was abruptly cancelled amid claims of a fallout. The duo started their tour in November with a sold-out show in Harrisburg, PA. They had 2 more scheduled for that month, and the last one was on December 2 at the City Winery in New York. However, something seemingly happened after the November 6 live show, because they never made it to the last scheduled stop of their tour. Neither of the women has spoken out on their alleged rift, but a clip posted online might shed some light on that. Dorinda Medley and Margaret Josephs had a tense spat during a radio show appearance. After leaving the drama of RHNY behind in 2020, Dorinda is now embroiled in an unexpected Housewives spat with her friend Margaret. A clip originally posted by TikTok user @max_and_Milo shows a behind-the-scenes moment from Jeff Lewis Live, where the duo joined as guests to promote their December 2 show in New York. The clip was from the November 12 episode, where monsters and critics reported on another segment from the show regarding an intruder at Dorinda's at Bluestone Manor. However, there was a lot more happening behind the scenes. The clip showed the duo talking to Jeff during a commercial break, and a disagreement ensued about someone working production on their tour. At one point, Dorinda said something inaudible to Margaret, but Jeff heard it and responded, "I don't want to cause any problems, oh no." Things escalated as Dorinda told Margaret, "Just do me a favor. Please don't speak for me." "Well, don't speak for me," retorted the Real Housewives of New Jersey star. As the women continued to argue, Dorinda reiterated, "Just don't talk for me." RHONJ's Margaret and Dorinda cancelled the last show on their tour. We're waiting for Margaret and Dorinda to explain the reason behind their cancelled show, but all signs point to their argument on the radio show. Dorinda was known for clashing with her RHONY co-stars, and Margaret has been called ruthless by RHONJ fans. So, can you imagine a face-off between the duo? Meanwhile, when they went back on air, Jeff told his listeners that the women had a mini catfight during the break and even joked that the show was cancelled. "No, we're fine," Margaret responded. Unfortunately, things were not fine because the December show was later cancelled. City Winery, the venue for the event, posted an update on its website for those who purchased tickets. This HSBNCANCLED. Please see email forward next STPS. The venue was set, tickets sold out in record time, and the fans were buzzing with anticipation. Margaret Josephs and Dorinda Medley, 2 titans of the Bravo universe, were ready to take their joint live show, Spilling the Tea, unfiltered, to the stage. But just as the curtain was about to rise on their tour's first night in New York City, a shocking announcement hit social media: the show had been cancelled. Due to unforeseen circumstances, tonight's performance of Spilling the Tea has been cancelled. Refunds will be issued to all ticket holders. We'd apologize for the inconvenience and appreciate your understanding. The vague statement from the production team was enough to ignite a firestorm of speculation among Bravo fans and bloggers. What happened? Why the sudden change? Was it a scheduling issue, or was something more dramatic unfolding behind the scenes? Rumors of a rift begin. The first whispers of tension began weeks earlier when Margaret appeared on a podcast and described working with Dorinda as an adventure, to say the least. Fans noticed her tone was laced with sarcasm, which didn't go unnoticed by the Bravo sleuths. Dorinda, never one to back down from a challenge, fired back during an Instagram live. "Let's just say some people think they're the queen bee when really, they're just buzzing around, trying to make honey out of someone else's hive." The cryptic remarks sent shockwaves through the Bravo fandom. Was Dorinda throwing shade at Margaret? Their fans dismissed it as playful banter, until the cancellation announcement. The fallout, according to sources, insiders close to the production claimed the fallout stemmed from creative differences. Margaret, known for her sharp wit and entrepreneurial spirit, reportedly clashed with Dorinda over the direction of the show. Margaret wanted the show to focus on humorous anecdotes and lighthearted commentary about their Bravo journeys. Dorinda, on the other hand, allegedly insisted on delving into deeper, more personal stories, even ones that involved other housewives. They both wanted to be in charge, said an unnamed source from the production team. Margaret felt Dorinda was overstepping and trying to control the narrative, while Dorinda felt Margaret wasn't taking the show seriously enough. Tensions reportedly boiled over during a rehearsal when Dorinda accused Margaret of not pulling her weight. Margaret allegedly snapped back, "I don't need to take advice from someone who's been put on pause," referencing Dorinda's temporary exit from the Real Housewives of New York City. The room reportedly fell silent, and the two women stormed off in opposite directions. Fans take sides. Bravo fans, as expected, had strong reactions. Team Margaret and Team Dorinda hashtags started trending on Twitter, with each camp fiercely defending their favorite. "Margaret's always been a boss. Of course, Dorinda would be jealous," one fan tweeted. But another shot back, "Dorinda's been iconic since day one, Margaret could never make it nice." Social media also saw a flood of memes depicting the alleged showdown, with one particularly viral image showing a photoshopped Margaret and Dorinda wrestling over a microphone. The Bravo cast reacts. Naturally, other housewives weighed in. Teresa Giudice, who was promoting her own podcast at the time, hinted at the drama during an interview. "Let's just say I've been around both of them, and they're of strong personalities. I'm not surprised things got heated." Meanwhile, Tamra Judge took to her Instagram stories, laughing as she said, "Margaret and Dorinda in a live show together. Who thought that would work? They're both alphas." Even Andy Cohen chimed in during an episode of Watch What Happens Live, albeit with his signature diplomacy. "I love them both dearly, but let's just say I wouldn't want to be the one mediating that conflict." Margaret's cryptic post. Just hours after the cancellation, Margaret posted a picture of herself lounging by her pool with the caption, "Sometimes you just have to let things go and let them be messy. Like life." Fans dissected the caption for clues, with many interpreting it as a jab at Dorinda. Dorinda, however, didn't stay silent for long. She posted a throwback picture of her infamous RHNY moment at Bluestone Manor, captioned, "I always make it nice, even when others don't." The subtle dig added more fuel to the fire. Behind-the-scenes gossip. A source close to Dorinda revealed that she felt Margaret was too focused on being funny and not enough on being real. The same source claimed that Dorinda was particularly upset when Margaret allegedly vetoed a segment about their respective struggles with the Housewives spotlight. Dorinda wanted the show to have depth, but Margaret thought that would make it too heavy. It was clear they weren't on the same page, the source explained. On the flip side, a friend of Margaret's argued that Dorinda was being unreasonable. "Margaret's a professional. She knows what audiences want, and she felt Dorinda was turning it into her own therapy session. It wasn't fair." The fallout's aftermath. As the days went on, fans began to wonder if the fallout would have long-term consequences for their Bravo careers. Some speculated that the drama could lead to both women returning to their respective franchises for redemption arcs. Others floated the idea of a joint appearance on Watch What Happens Live to hash out their differences on air. For now, both Margaret and Dorinda seem content to let the rumors swirl. Neither has confirmed nor denied the reports, leaving fans to speculate about what really went down. What's next for the pair? Despite the disappointment of the cancelled show, Bravo insiders believe this isn't the end of Margaret and Dorinda's story. They're both too savvy to let this be the final word, one insider said. Whether it's on Bravo, in a podcast, or on another tour, they'll find a way to spin this into gold. For now, fans are left waiting, dissecting every post, comment, and interview for hints of reconciliation or further drama. One thing is certain. In the world of Housewives, the tea is never truly spilled. It's just simmering, waiting for the next boil over.